Alright, so if you guys have watched my carry tutorial, how to get the sane carrions, you guys know how I got these. Now I'm going to beat the rest of the map, and I'm going to make a little bit of a walkthrough on how to beat Ultimate. Or just showing a little bit of what happens in each part of the map so that you're prepared when you decide to play this map for yourself. This is specifically for Ultimate. It's usually the same for, most of it's the same for Legends, which is the sister map of Ultimate, but there are a few nuances that I may or may not do at a later time. For now, for the time being, this is a map tutorial or a walkthrough, not tutorial, walkthrough, my bad, for Ultimate, Special Forces Ultimate. So, ignore the fact that I've got 24 sane carrions who deal 2,000 damage each, and yeah, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade them some more, because anyways, let's go top. Literally the top, you don't need to worry about anything as long as you have sane characters. I got a concept this just in case. There should be like a spawn somewhere there, or somewhere here, something like that. Maybe not. I guess there's not. Earlier I had my battleship come in here, or not the battleship, battle cruiser, sorry. And there is a mass trigger right here. If you destroy a sunken colony that's right around here, I already killed it, so the little debris thing, whatever, is gone by now. But that's where you can find it. So once that sunken colony is destroyed, it triggers a mass spawn of Hydra Elite leaders who deal like 70 damage each, I think, or something like that. I think it's more, actually. Something like that. But they can melt your units if you're not using sand carrions. Here's a Cerebrate. You can destroy this at this range, and it spawns 4 Guardians. I should do a lot of damage, so I should be careful around them. So yeah, that's the top. Easy and simple. Oops. Upgrade the armor some more.
I'm ready. I gotcha. Thinking the same thing. I'm ready.
Alright, now time to attack right. So obviously, there's a line of ultras here, but you'll probably kill them off in the early game. Now time to watch everything die. So yeah, like any other Special Forces map, once you kill a couple buildings or, aggro all the Zerg, they'll all come rushing at you. So be careful around here if you're not using sane carrions. I've said this a few times because I've already had a crazy carrion come along and try to bust my ass. And here's some more triggers. Be careful of this middle area because they can occasionally spawn mass Hydra Elite leaders. I don't know how much damage they do, like 7 of them. So I guess they're just gonna keep coming, huh? I'm just gonna leave my first control group of carrions right here, so I can just block that. Meanwhile, let's scout ahead. So there's a crazy carry right there. I don't know how she's already so hurt. Beats me. She's normally not that hurt, I don't think. So yeah, this bottom part is pretty tricky because once you destroy one of these buildings, I think it's either the Defiler's Mound or maybe even Hydra Den, or just probably the Spire actually. It'll trigger a mass spawn, so be careful of that. The Cerebrate won't trigger a mass spawn. This one will, so just be careful of that. So actually just keep my carrions in position there. I'm gonna go grab some money so I can upgrade their weapons and whatever. Up to 30 sounds good, but then the armor is more what I'm worried about. So once we have like 100 armor, I guess, we'll be good, and then we can start concentrating on weapons again, bring up to level 50, I think. We'll save the rest of our credits, so that we can get that 2,000 bonus, or a 10k plus 1,000 bonus. Alright, so, come in and assassinate Crazy Kerrigan. Easy credits, easy life. Alright, there you go. So once you destroy the spire, there's a small trigger there. And there you go. Just be careful when you move into the bottom here, because once you kill that spire, there will be infested Durans spawning there. So just be careful. And Durans do 250 damage, so at this stage of the game right now, since my armor's not exactly maxed out yet, they can do a lot of damage, so just be careful with that. And since you're probably not going to be playing with Sane Kerrigans, or maybe if you want you can, but you're probably not going to. Oh, there's another trigger. So once you kill the lair, or not the lair, that'd be the hive. My bad, my Starcraft knowledge is rusty. So yeah, like I said, that serpent will not spawn a trigger, but this one will. And they will also spawn a lot of Durans and whatever. So we'll keep the injured Sarah Kerrigan behind. And yeah. Let's go ahead and kill this. Alright, they're all dead. Also be careful, once you clear out this bottom, I've noticed that sometimes there are more mass spawn triggers in this middle area here, and sometimes they can randomly spawn Durans and Crazy Kerrigan sometimes. I'm not 100% certain about it. Oh, and also don't forget, I'll just send one carry over there because I don't have to bring around the entire room. But yeah, once you clear out this bottom area, don't forget, people always forget this, but there's this mineral chunk at the corner of the map here that gives you 10k minerals and 10k Vespine. Oh wow, actually that's a lot of people. So I guess there's another mass trigger when I guess you go up to the mineral here. But that mineral right there gives you 10k minerals and Vespine. So don't forget that. Everyone seems to forget that whenever they clear out bottom. But yeah, free money right there, so take advantage of it. That's also the first step into doing the sane carry trick, but you can go watch my other tutorial. Now's not the video. And of course, as always, this is also mass trigger territory, so just be careful when you're advancing into this area. I think when you kill, like, there's a mass Zergling spawn right there, but usually you don't need to worry about it. Oh, that's a crazy carry. Yeah. That's why having a comsat center is always great. And if you're wondering how I got a comsat up and running, because comsat centers cost 50 gas, getting this mineral chunk is part of the reason why I have a comsat center, because you'll notice that I have 50 missing from 10k Vespine. This mineral chunk gives it. So once you get that mineral chunk, you get Vespine, and that allows you to get a comsat center. And scanner sweeps are only 1 energy, so you can just spam them everywhere like this. Whee! And by the way, if you're playing in a group with other people, oftentimes, unless you're the guy who's like at the very end with room to build a comsat center, if you want to build a comsat center, I recommend lifting off your factory and then bringing it over there like this. Or actually, if I had minerals, and then lifting this off, and then building another comsat center where your factory used to be. If you're not using mech type units, that is. If you're using mech types, then I don't know what else you could probably do. I guess you could just lift off and then build over here, I guess. But you know, I don't know. Up to you. Figure something out, I guess. That's just what I do. Alright, so destroying that infested command center spawns a lot of Hydra's elites. They're not elite leaders, so it's not too bad. And as you guys can tell by the special dialogue here, there is a secret medic point, like right around here, so that you can go to heal your units instead of having to go all the way back to the home bunker. So yeah, it's like a little bit around here. It's a little bit confusing to tell really where exactly it is, but it's somewhere around this area. When you see the medic UR healed button, then oh shit, it's a Kerrigan. Ooh, that was close. Only killed 4. I've lost entire groups of Kerrigans before. It's pretty bad, but at least I only lost 4. Considering I have 24 anyway, it's not that big of a deal, you know. Even still, this one's kind of lit up, so let's go ahead and send her over to the medic point, I guess. How much damage did Ultra Serum do? 10. I'm sure she's healed again, and you can go back and check your friends. Meanwhile, since we've got so many credits accumulated, go ahead and buff up our armor even more. Alright. Do remember with Saiyan Kerrigans, they also have cloaks. If you're in a pinch and you get caught off guard by a random trigger spawn, then yeah, cloak is your lifesaver. Oh, and I can only engage this top island because I have Saiyan Kerrigans. Normally you don't want to engage them because there's a whole shit ton of Durans up here and a crazy Kerrigan. But as long as you don't go up to a beacon, you should be fine. At least from the Saiyan Kerrigans. Durans are gonna kill you though, so be careful with the Durans. That. Upgrade armor even more so that Durans don't have a problem. And Guardians too. Since the Saiyan Kerrigans do so much damage, you can get away with beating this map with only 50 weapons. Hell, you don't even need to upgrade the weapons at all. But, you know. Just be careful of this island if you have normal units. You don't want to get sniped to death. Oh, and also, once you get on that beacon, and the beacon teleports you up to this final island, there will be another mass spawn of Scourge and Guardians and all that, so just be careful. Alright. Looks like this Evo chamber is the one spawning all the Hydras, so why not? Let's not shoot them first. That's my cell phone. Cell phone to people who call us out. Typically, I like going left first. Oh, there's another trigger spawn. It's probably a proximity spawn trigger, that one. Not necessarily like a building trigger. That one's definitely a building trigger, though. There's another Saiyan Kerrigan. Or a crazy Kerrigan, I should say. And more spawns. Be careful when you're moving out to the middle of the map, because like you just heard right there, massive Duran spawns can just pop out of nowhere. And Durans... It's either the Kerrigans or the Durans that kill you. Maybe the Ultralists, but at this point in the game, Ultralists shouldn't really worry you too much. While the other control group handles that, you guys can go down here. So up here, there's another insane Kerrigan. I was confused at that. Oh. So just comsat that, and then have the other Kerrigans here take care of these sunken colonies. You don't need to kill all the sunken colonies, you just need to kill the Kerrigans. That's about it, really. Another trigger here, but yeah. What are they? The same Kerrigans, right? I just hear Durans and infested Kerrigans dying all over the place, and yeah. Business as usual, I guess. Alright, there's another trigger. Ooh, that one actually did some damage. Probably all the Durans. Alright, so the killing the Queen's Nest does not trigger a spawn. This Cerebrit up here definitely triggers a spawn, so just be careful of that. So once As the server goes down, more units will spawn right here. There we go. No Durans though, so
Lieutenant Kerrigan reporting.
at least thank God for that.
It'd be a pleasure.
Oh, another trigger. Probably proximity trigger for this one. So there are more triggers over here. Let's see if this triggers one. Yep, that's one. So this is dangerous because now they spawn a lot of Durans. Thankfully, I'm going to survive for this one. Apparently. This one's hanging by a thread. Let's see. I want to say there's another trigger somewhere here. I think there's one right there. It's somewhere, I guess. Oh yeah, there's one right there. Just right there. And then random devourers come along to your base for whatever stupid reason. Alright. Let's just go ahead and kill all of these here. This random trigger spawn. I don't know where those two ones are. Alright, now time to clear top. All the way up here. At some point, there will be a lot of Duran spawning up in this island where all your supply depots and your fleet beacons are, or fleet beacons rather. So yeah, just have to be careful. They all spawn cloaked too, so I don't know when they trigger or what triggers it. Exactly. I think one of my carriers is gonna die. We can always make more. We have reserves. Huh, surprising she didn't die. Alright, so there's another mass trigger somewhere here. I wonder if there's any of these colonies that triggers it. Definitely like either the CC or one of these sunken colonies here. Or maybe it's even a proximity trigger. Oh, nope, definitely that CC. So yeah, that C. You need to be careful about CC because it spawns a lot of crazy carries like this, like 5 or 6 of them, and a whole slew of whatever. Oh, yep, and also the Durans up here too. So I guess the CC triggers all the Duran spawns up here. Like, why up here? I have no idea. And eventually the Kerrigans will find their way over here, so I guess we'll just go over there and kill them all, I guess. I'll send just one control group, actually. One control group should be enough to kill everyone, right? Let's see if they can manage to kill them all. Ooh, I think one of them took a hit. 200. Oh. Scan the bottom, see if there's anything left there. Not really. They're all good to go. Upgrade their armor more, not that I need it. And then finally, this area right here is the final area. I wonder who Crazy Kerrigan is. Actually, yeah, let's just go up anyway, because just so that I can show you guys what happens when you step on this beacon. That happens. So if you have any air units, don't have them any near here, because, you know, Scourge. I've seen people bring battleships up here, and when someone steps on the beacon, they all die, because Scourge. Alright, and that's it. So that's how you do it. So once this post-game menu comes up, continue playing. So yeah, just to summarize, basically the route I take is go up, clear top first, or clear cliff, I've heard people call it. Clear cliff or top or whatever, and then clear right, and then go bottom, clear out bottom, and then clear out this area so you can secure the secondary healing point, and then go left right here, and then clear this cliff, and then work your way all the way around, kind of like I think it's clockwise direction. Yeah, pretty sure. And clockwise direction, and then you should end on this island, because the problem with not ending on this island is that if you go up this island preemptively and you kill everything here, you'll notice that this cliff has no natural like ramps that you can go down. So yeah, if you don't have a dropship or you don't have money for one, you're kind of stuck up here. So you need to be careful when you're going out this beacon, because I don't think there's a trigger that lets you go back down unless I'm mistaken about something. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a way back down. So this is basically a death trap if you don't know what you're doing. So yeah, your units are basically stuck up here. But anyways, that's the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and have fun abusing the Sane Kerrigan trick, because I love it.